So, what do you got today?
So I've been just selling like stuff, all my just random stuff. And I'm kind of like, I think I'm going to make it a rule that like, if it's something I don't use like consistently, I'm just going to start selling it. And if I have to buy a new one, I have to buy a new one type deal, just because it's so much simpler just to not have it laying around. Like I'm kind of like realizing that there's a lot of stuff that like I haven't touched in 2 years. And the reason why I haven't got rid of it is because it's like, oh, I want to be able to get to use that the next year or two, and it's like pointless. It's like, why not just sell it, and then when I'm ready to use it, I'll just buy one.
I hate that so much when it's like, I really want to do that one day.
I think like tools are maybe a little bit different, just because like there's a lot of tools that I only use every so often, so it's like a specific like wrench or whatever. Like I'm okay with
tools
that.
You can store pretty compact.
Yeah, so I think that's a little different, but like just
like a chop saw.
Other stuff is like.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
I don't know.
Yeah, just lately, I don't know why, but I've just, in my house, I think it's because I've been so busy. So when I'm in my house busy and it just feels cluttered, it's just like, I wish this wasn't here, it's just like, I just want to get rid of this, just so I don't have to stare at it anymore,
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at too, is it's like there's a lot of instances of stuff that I'm just like fed up with.
I was actually pretty happy because we had, you know what a Cricut is?
Yeah.
So Linda's sister got one for whatever reason, and she had like tons of stuff with it, like rolls of paper, just like this. And the Cricut in the box is like this big. It's huge. And then just this, probably like a bag this big full of extra stuff for it. And she's like, I don't really use it. You guys can hang on to it. You have more space than me, which we do, but and it's still, and we had it, that was like a year or two ago. Right. And we had it for all this time, and we played with it every once in a while just for fun, kind of mess with it. But then it was really like not something we use, like we weren't actually getting anything out of it, and it was mostly just taking up like a quarter of a closet, just this huge corner in the closet. And then like a week ago, she was like, hey, do you guys still have that? Can I have that back? I want to use it for something. It's like, oh, sweet. That's awesome, because we got to get it out of the house. And I don't feel bad because we're not like selling it,
Yeah, it's kind of like I don't know. I'm kind of realizing that there's a lot of things that it's worth getting rid of.
Yeah.
And unless you have like a dedicated space for it, it's not worth really buying unless you just absolutely need it. Like, I feel like there's a lot of instances.
But like our problem is we can keep reorganizing and putting things away.
I know.
But away is still like just tons of stuff packed into closets and things. Yeah. And it's like, I'd rather just not, because it feels like everything is just jam-packed full of stuff. And we can kind of like organize and stuff, but I just almost feel worse about that because we have to go through so much trouble to get everything so perfectly put into a spot and Tetris things in. And
I know that challenge exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like just.
Don't worry, it'll get worse when you have a baby.
Oh, I know.
Our crawl space, I hate it, but we have this huge pile in our crawl space, like the size of this table.
Of just toys?
Like 4 foot tall. Not toys, it's just everything. Like clothes that Parker's grown out of, some toys and like, baby chair type stuff. Like just the things they grow out of. But it's like, if you want to have another kid, it would be a bummer to have to buy it all again,
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of like weird...
there's some stuff I don't mind buying.
There's things that like, so baby stuff, like, as long as it's in like totes and you store it away, I think that's one thing. I don't like it when people have so much baby stuff and then they have it everywhere in the house. It's like, you do not need 17,000 kid toys. Like,
I hate it when I go down in the crawl space, but at least it's not just up.
Yeah. Because that's one of my biggest pet peeves, like just toy. Like, when we have birthday parties in the future, I'm going to like seriously tell people, like, do not buy us toys. Like, we have enough toys. The grandparents buy enough toys and they want to buy toys. Everyone else, like, if you want to get something, get like
it's not as
fun. A gift card or something other than toys, or don't even bring a present. Like, just don't.
It's not as fun.
I know, but it's just like the toy thing is just ridiculous. It's like,
that's a really tough one.
Yeah, it's like super hard to like.
And we have that problem for sure, because it's like Parker doesn't even have like, he just has a bunch of little stuff because he'll find like, I don't know, this tiny little figure somewhere and just like not want to ever get rid of it.
Right.
Or boxes, like just little things that pile up, and he just doesn't want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Or he has like a little craft tote with paper, and like even if he cuts the paper to little bits, he won't want to get rid of the little bits. Like,
I think it takes after you.
I guess so. He's like, no, I like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's been kind of nice just going through. I think I'm gonna start this week going through the office now and like really weeding stuff out. I gotta sell I'm kind of curious to see how my desk is going to sell, because I think that it's gonna sell pretty good.
The
actually.
big one,
the
newer one.
the one that I built.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how that sells. I think it's gonna sell for quite a bit of money because that's not a normal desk layout.
What do you think? Like a couple 200, or are you talking like 1,000?
I think no, not 1,000, but I think it'll list. I think I could sell it for probably several $100, like
Okay.
2, 3, maybe even $500. Someone would probably buy it because it is kind of a nice working desk. Like it's just super simple, laid out. It can support a ton of stuff. It's huge. So there's someone maybe someone that's into like scrapbooking or something like that. Like I could see where
Yeah.
people that have like a Cricut and their scrapbook
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff, they would love that desk because
Right.
they can lay everything out and it's perfect for that.
Perfect tabletop kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I've been thinking about doing is listing my entertainment center because I really like it. But I've gotten so many compliments of people coming over, like, where did you get this? Like, people have said, like, this thing is awesome. Like, because it's really cool now with, like, the little tray things. I don't know, the little felt line box things. Baskets, yeah, that go in it. It, like, looks like it was made for it or whatever.
Right.
And so, like, I've had a bunch of people say, like, oh, this thing's super cool. And realistically, that was pretty easy to make. It's really not that
So
hard.
you're thinking, you mean you would make it again?
Well, I was like, I'd list it for, like, I don't know, something ridiculous, like
Just because?
$750 or whatever. And if it's sold, I would just make another one for myself because it's really easy to make. It only takes, like, I could make one in less than, like, 5 hours.
Yeah.
It's super, super simple. Which I think would be kind of fun just to see, like, if there's enough interest in it. Because I haven't seen... Well, we went to Bailey's, and they kind of had some stuff that was a little bit similar. That styling, and they said that stuff is super popular right now. So that's why I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. They had, like, coffee tables and, like, stuff like that that's easy to do.
Yeah, I mean, also the style, though, I feel like is on its way out. That style,
It might
it's
be.
probably a little more popular 2 years ago or so.
Yeah, it could be on its way out. So I don't know. It'd be
Still
kind of
there.
interesting to see what,
Yeah.
you know, how it would do. Just kind of
Yeah.
list it, and if it sold, go
Yeah.
with that TV stand for a bit and
Right.
build another one, and just
Yeah,
keep doing that.
yeah,
But
I getcha.
yeah, so it's been really nice, just like selling stuff though. Like
Yeah,
just
it's funny.
getting-
I haven't been selling stuff mostly because I don't use Marketplace. Like I don't message and stuff on Facebook, so I don't. It's kind of a pain for me to sell stuff. Linda will sell stuff for us every once in a while, but I definitely lately have been just like, man, I think I should just get rid of a bunch of this stuff, whether I sell it or
just
donate it or
Yeah.
throw it in the trash, half of it, you know. It's like just random things.
There's a lot of things lately that like we have a dumpster at our property, so it's like
Yeah.
a lot of times it's easier just to throw stuff
I know.
away, which I feel bad about, but it's like I don't want to drive
Yeah.
this all the way down to the secondhand store.
Yeah.
Like that table that I bought from you a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
So that table, I listed on Marketplace. I said $25,
Yeah.
and not really anything after 2 or 3 days. So I listed it for free, and then like after 2 or 3 days, nothing, and I was like, I'm done with this. This
Yeah.
is an old table. It's got its use. It's been heavily used.
That's
I was like,
surprising though.
and so I took it and
You
just
did
started
free, you said?
yeah, free for several days. And then, so I threw away like 2 chairs into the dumpster and like the legs. And then I was waiting for the next dumpster day to throw the rest. So I didn't just like fill the dumpster. And literally right after I threw it in the dumpster, I get like 3 messages, people wanting to come pick it up. It's like, it's already too late. It's like, it's
Yeah.
gone.
Jeez.
And
That's
so,
yeah, that's totally. That's like that picture of the dish set that I sent to you.
yeah.
It's like it's a perfectly good dish set. There's one bowl that has a little chip, but
Yeah.
besides that, I mean, it's not like the coolest looking dish set, but it's. I feel like somebody could use that, and we had it listed on Marketplace for like $10 for like 4 months, and nobody did anything. And then I think Linda switched it to free, and still nobody. And it's like, I don't really want to just throw these perfectly good dishes away. I feel terrible doing that, but
Yeah.
it's also big and clunky to take to the donation store, you know.
Yeah, no. And that's why it's kind of like
Hate stuff like that. It's a lot easier when it just sells on Marketplace.
I wonder if I should
Or
just
even free.
No, I didn't even think about it. Maybe I should just have a garage sale one of these weekends.
Yeah, we did that last year. That was pretty fun.
That's kind of an easy way to sell stuff.
If you have enough stuff, come do it at our house or your parents' house or something.
Well, we probably have enough stuff to just do it at our house.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Here's a weird one too. So you know how I bought those ovens for the
Yeah.
tiny house? Well, we're not doing the tiny house now, and I was thinking, I was like, well, I could keep these for when we build our actual house because they're actually pretty nice. They would work great in the house.
Mm.
Or I could list them again, and I think I could sell
And
them
then
for more money than I bought them for.
Well, and that's the type of thing that even if, what'd you buy them for again? Like 600?
400, I think.
Okay. Well, let's just say you sell them for 400
Yeah.
and get your money back. And then in 2 years or whatever it is, when you need to buy them, they now cost 800.
Yeah.
To me, it's still nicer to just not have them sitting around
Yeah.
for 2 years than it is to save the money.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at. It's like in our storage now, and it's
Yeah.
just like.
That's the kind of stuff that I hate.
But I was thinking about listing them just for $600 or whatever.
That's worth trying because you're not in a rush.
800.
Yeah. You're not
And
hurting
see-
to get rid of them. So
See if I can sell them for a profit, and that might be kind of something fun to do, and just
Might as well.
make a little money off of it. And then I got to get rid of my desk and my computer. But my computer, well, we have both computers now, and I don't know. I got to reformat it like a lot because
like erase it and start fresh, basically.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there
Well,
that I don't want.
I just stopped recording all of a sudden.
The memory card full.
Oh, the battery.
Did you watch it?
Battery's flashing.
Did you watch it stop?
Yeah, it's the battery just died.